Stocks losing steam into the close today. The Nasdaq finished in the red for the fourth straight day. As you can see, the Dow and S&P only holding on to slight gains. Joining us now, Russ Kosterich, portfolio manager at BlackRock's Global Allocation Fund. Russ, good to see you walking past on the floor here yesterday when you were ringing the bell with Rick. Wanted to start with you, if I may, on the dollar before we get to equities, because the strength has been pretty extraordinary. Do you think it can go on?
I think it can, and it's pretty important for a couple of reasons. I'd say, from our perspective, one of the things we've been relying on more the last, call it 3 or 4 months, is the dollar as a hedge. As we've spoken about, you're not getting that same negative correlation, that same portfolio efficiency from bonds, but you actually are getting it from the dollar. And we've been raising our dollar allocation, particularly against the euro, because on days like yesterday, and again today is the market weekend, the dollar's actually proven to be a pretty effective risk mitigant.
So you think it doesn't hurt U.S. equities, or it's the perfect hedge in that sense? And how does it inform your kind of sector allocation if that is to continue?
So it's not that it's, again, the dollar rising is a de facto form of tightening of financial conditions. Now, fortunately, most things are going the other way, so we're still in a period where financial conditions are ridiculously easy. I think that's one of the factors that ultimately supports stocks. But as you think about the dollar, part of the question is, how is it moving versus risky assets? And what has been evident really for the last 6 months is the dollar's been moving with a negative correlation to stocks, something we used to see from bonds, not as much these days. So when we think about what are the hedges in our portfolio, it's not rates nearly as much. It certainly isn't gold. The dollar's actually fulfilling that purpose, which is why we've been raising that allocation as one of the few reliable hedges that are left.